with utmost pleasure, I'd like to invite over our second trainer, who's a visiting Toastmaster, a visiting Distinguished Toastmaster Ramanujam Raghavan. He's a chartered accountant by profession and a Toastmaster for a decade. He's a member of the National Association of Parliamentarian and a two-time evaluation district finalist and a runner-up for the debate contest at the district level. He worked extensively with 4 districts during which he has served multiple leadership roles at the club level and at the district committees. He's a recipient of the District Director of the Year Award and the Toastmaster of the Year Award. He served as a Division Director, Finance Manager twice under District 82 and District 105. And last year, he served as a Club Road Director for District 105, which is encompassing of Oman, Jordan, Palestine, and Abu Dhabi, and also District 86 as a parliamentarian, which consists of the southwestern, and central Ontario in Canada. And currently he's serving for District 105 as a program quality director. So with a resounding, thunderous round of applause, let us welcome and invite over distinguished Toastmaster Ramanujam to please take over the screens. Over to you.
Thank you, TLI Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster Sweta Raguraman, District Director Alame Malarmangai, Distinguished Toastmaster, our Club Growth Director Eman Salame, and in absentia our PQD and my good friend, because we both served as CGD together, Sherwin, and all other leaders and members of District 116. First of all, when I was asked to speak about this topic, as rightly pointed out by Sweta, men are not always in favor of gold. If the female wants to buy gold, then the male say, no, the prices are increasing. You're not wearing anything. Then why do you want to spend that much of amount of money when we are not going to our even marriages or festivals or any celebrations? Jokes apart, the topic is golden quarter. Why it is called as the golden quarter? Whenever we take the leadership position, if you have seen, the first few months is with full of vigor, is full of intensity, full of energy, and brings a lot of ideas onto the table. And it is the first 3 months of any Toastmaster year where you have submission of CSP, if you're a club officer. If you are a district officer, submission of a district success plan, district budget. And if you are a club officer, chasing people, chasing members to complete renewal. And if you are a member, you have to plan your budgets very well by paying renewals on time. So this much things happens in this golden quarter. So thank you, District 116, for the opportunity to share little knowledge that I know about the golden quarter and the experiences that I had in my past, and I would share which things worked well and which you can implement in your clubs, in your areas, divisions, and the districts. So this session is more or less covered into 3 quarters: membership building in clubs, membership retention in clubs, and expanding boundaries of Toastmasters. Since we have a diverse background where we have club officers, where we have district officers, so I thought of touching upon 3 things which is directly aligned to my friend who called me our club growth director, that is on membership building and retention. So this quarter helps you to enroll that much number of members, which would help you in achieving whatever mission or goal that you're going to keep as a club officer or as a district officer. So let's start. We have heard a wonderful presentation on the club success plan, where we also had the TLI session 1 about our DCP points, where there is one of the DC point which says about new members addition. But first of all, there may be some clubs which may question you that why should I add members? There are some clubs which say that we are happy with the enough number of members, but why should I do really? So why new members? First of all, I think we as club officers would like to expand our club or grow our club in terms of membership. And I think this year, the new club recognition program, where it is not only the club success plan, the TMI is trying to bring a new club recognition program where they are trying to introduce a club called Smedley Distinguished Club, if they are having 25 members. Gone are the days where you add a base of 8 members, you add 3 members, and then you have 10 points. You'll be called as the President Distinguished Club. No. If in case you want to be or want to become a President Distinguished Club, then you need to have a minimum of 20 members. Again, gone are the days where I add a base of 10 members, I add 3 members, and I get 7 points or 8 points, and I label myself a select distinguished club. No. In case you want to be a select distinguished club by having 7 points, then from the base, you need to add 5 points. So the focus by Toastmasters International is on growth this year. So that is one of the fundamental reasons that why you need to grow your club. When you add new members, it brings a lot of energy, fresh ideas and viewpoints. I think every one of you here would agree here that it would be very bored to see your spouses every time. So that way you get a break and you go out somewhere, meet your friends and relatives, right? Similarly, in a club, when we meet the same members, we may not get that new energy or the ideas or the viewpoints. So the new members try to bring this variety into the club. And it also helps in a productive and effective meeting. Say, for an example, a club which has around 15 members, which is the average size in most of the clubs in the Middle East, including my district. Average means average in the attendance in the club meeting. What happens is it happens the same member taking up the roles. Thereby, it is not able to give the quality meeting sessions. So when you add new members, it enables you to produce a very quality, engaging, entertaining, and educational content meeting. And it also empowers individuals to become better communicators and leaders. When you don't have new members, you are not giving the opportunity for your members to become mentors. You are not giving opportunities for the members to become leaders. So that way, you are curtailing them to become better speakers or leaders. So by bringing these new members, you ensure that each individual achieves the purpose of why they join Toastmasters. I think we all remember our childhood time where we would usually build a block. If you see, a block takes some time to build it. Similarly, membership addition is also like block building, where a block is being given by one member, a block is being supported by another member, and other club members and the club executive committee members supports in addition of new members. If you are not having a quality sessions, you may not get new members. If there is no proper mentorship, then the existing members may leave the club. So you see, it is not just only the VP membership, it's not only the president, not only the area director, division director, or the club growth director. It is the entire lot which helps in membership building. So in clubs, what are the ways of adding members? There are three, I'll say around three best practices that what clubs do overall is the open houses, speechcraft, and membership campaigns, and trying to bring an incentive schemes within their clubs to promote new member addition. Let's deep dive into each of these areas. First, we all know that open houses is the fundamental source or is the way of adding new members. But how many of our clubs plan actually open houses? I still remember one of my club in my district, they wanted to do open house on Sunday and they started to plan on Thursday evenings. In contrast to that club, I have another club where they took nearly 1 month to plan for open house, go line by line, plan each thing to ensure that enough number of guests attends that open house. So open house, there are some criteria or there are some things which you need to consider even before getting started. First, identify the club goal. What do you want to achieve by this open house? Fix a smart goal, realistic goals that I would convert at least 5 guests into members. So identify the club goal. This is being done by the district executive committee and the members agree that the club will do an open house. Then appoint a chair. It's not just only the VP membership has to drive this open house. You can create an chair called open house chair, and he can create committee members under this, and this can be taken as a level 4 project where dealing with the teams, or something like an HPL project where they can do. So appoint a chair and let the chair lead that. That way you are giving additional leadership opportunity to your members too. Then fix the date and time well in advance. And most of the clubs don't prepare the budget for open house. They think that it is just another club meeting. Open house requires budget. If the club is short of deficit of amount, you need to figure out ways that how do you pull up the money, or do you charge the members, or do you charge a guest. So please prepare a budget for open house and try to have a theme so that it gets creates a curiosity with the guest why they need to attend these open houses. Once you have all these things, try to identify members within your club and try to map a role to each member. Say, for an example, one of the member would be assigned a task of bringing old TMI magazines. One of the member would be assigned a task of being the greeter. One of the member would be assigned to ensure the two guests sits left or right to him. So like that creates a member assignment so that you involve the entire club and not just the 7 officers burn their fingers. Create an incentive and recognition schemes. That is, say for an example, if I am a member of a club and I bring 5 guests to the open house, even though whether they are converted into members or not, please recognize the member who brings guests. You can add an additional incentive is that of those 5 guests which a member brought, if it has been converted into a member, you can try to give an additional recognitions. So these are the things that you need to plan before even thinking about when to do an open house. Now we have thought about everything. The next important thing is the public relations is start advertising. Advertise, advertise, advertise. Without advertisement, it is very difficult to get an open house. It can be social media, it can be word of mouth, or it can be in any digital forum, or it can be any meetup group or other groups that which is very prevalent in Qatar. Corporate clubs may advertise within their company. They can use their intranet to the full force. They can call their department managers or the department heads so that the word of Toastmasters is being spreaded a lot. Community clubs, as I said, may advertise within their community. If you are forming part of any social community, you can advertise there, or you're part of an engineering community, you can advertise CA community, because every profession has a community and one of your member would definitely be part of the community. So please advertise everywhere. Then only you get a lot of guests coming in. These are the social media channels. And most importantly, try to create a Google form and collect the data. I still remember that in one of our clubs which did an open house, it was a very successful open house because around 50 members attended. They tried to create an attendance sheet during the open house, but the inquiries they received, I came to know from the club officers, were around 70 to 80, but they did not have a Google form. So that way they lost the database of those 20 people who were interested to be part of the demonstration meeting. So try to create a Google form, try to send the Google form, at least get their details so that if they don't attend the open house, you can still follow up and call them for the next meeting. The next thing is creating the bus and the preparation. Once you have all the database in place, try to send a thank you note for first registering and try to hook the audience. It's normally in our speeches, we say that the first few minutes you need to hook the audience. Similarly, in marketing techniques, send reminder mail, say that we are eagerly waiting to you. We are eagerly wanting to welcome you for our open house. So try to create that buzz. Send the agenda well in advance so that the guest knows that what they expect in the meeting. And please ensure that open house is not just your ordinary club meeting. Try to ensure that the role players are being mentored very well and there is a script, and you also have a guest package that is being given to the guest. I still remember in one of the clubs where they add a neat table. In the table, they put all the Toastmasters magazine, Toastmasters leaflet, brochures, and a membership pin, and also welcome to Toastmasters ribbon. Again, it all depends on the club budget. But if your club is able to do it, please do it so that the first impression makes the guest to be converted into members. Confirm the roles. Please don't have backouts because you are sending agenda well in advance. And please ensure all the role players go through the scripts and prepare rehearse very well, because you just get one meeting to impress them, because not all members will give you a second chance. I know that we are in a digital world where we don't print anything, or some of the clubs don't have kids. So this is something which we created in our district 105, where this QR code is being given to all the clubs. This QR code consists about what is Toastmasters, two videos about members club experience and about pathways. And it also has a resource about what are the various pathways. As of now, you have 11 paths in that link. We still continue to do that, because there are some reinstating members coming back to Toastmasters, but we tell the members that there are only 6 paths which is available if any new member is joining. And we also give membership application. So this digital tool helps them to understand about Toastmasters. However, in an open house, try to create a separate kit and give it to the guest. Welcome to Elite Toastmasters. Welcome to Orbit Toastmasters. This is your kit. So try to have a welcome letter, which is more generic based agenda. Then try to keep the meeting role description, because the guest may not know what is a table topic master, what is a R counter, what is a grammarian. So try to keep a short and crisp description about the meeting roles. Either it can form part of the agenda, or you can create a separate sheet. Then some flyers. If some of your senior members in your district has old Toastmasters magazines, try to get it from them, because I think some of the houses it will be in dust. At least try to take them so that the space is cleared in their houses and you can use in your club meetings. And please, please, please attach a membership application form, and also give the fees of your club, because whatever Toastmasters charges may not be your membership fees in your club. It differs from club to club. So try to keep that also in the kit. On the day of the open house, greet everyone with a smile. All the members, it's not just only the greeter or the VPM or the president. Greet everyone with a smile and pair them with a member who has invited them, so that whatever questions, it may be silly or it may be great, they may feel hesitant to ask you, but they may ask the member who brought them to the meeting. And if some of the members who have brought in guests does not know the answers, try to have a senior member in place to answer those questions, and offer a printed agenda, and ensure that you have a very powerful, knowledgeful Toastmaster of the day who can manage the show if there are ifs and buts coming in the meeting. And please ensure that the guests are engaged and important. You can create some small quiz, not just in Toastmasters, something about Bollywood or something about sports, and try to give them a gift. Try to give some goodies to the guests apart from the Welcome to Toastmasters ribbon, because they may feel that, wow, I got a goodie from my club. From this club, I should go and attend and I should become a member. So please, please make your guests feel engaged and important. So this is the first tool that is available for the clubs to do open house. Then we have the second tool is called as a speechcraft, where minimum 5 people is required to conduct a speechcraft. You may ask a question where, why speechcraft, why not open house? I have seen some of the clubs in the US and in the West, what they do is, when some member is interested and very eager to know about public speaking and really want to join, they ask them to enroll into Speechcraft and try to take 6 months membership fee also and provide as a complimentary to them. That is, as clubs are allowed to charge the speech crafters a money, in that money they ensure that the $60 or the $80 is being covered. So even after 4 to 5 to 8 session, they can still have the Toastmasters flavor, because they get that 6 months complimentary thing. And why this? Many of your members in your club would want to become DTM, and in their journey, they need to be a speechcraft coordinators. You can motivate those senior members. Area directors and division directors can identify those members who are just want of that speechcraft coordinators, and try to create this and help the clubs also to do the membership addition. And at last, these members who are joining for the 4 to 6, 8 sessions gets a certificate, which is also a selling point for them in their professional life too. So Speechcraft is a wonderful tool. It's only digital, and it can be done only by the club, not by the area or the division. And the coordinators get their credits in their DTM journey. The plus point for the club is, try to bundle it along with a 6 months membership in the club where the Speechcraft is being done. The next thing is membership campaign and incentives. In Toastmasters International, we have this sponsor recognition, but many of the members are not aware of this sponsor's recognition. Whenever a new member is being inducted, in your meetings, please recognize the sponsor who brought in a member and also the mentor who is going to mentor that mentee. Because Toastmasters International provides pins for a member who sponsors 5 members, who sponsors 10 members, who sponsors 15 members. For the district teams, for the area and the divisions, you can recognize those sponsors, which would motivate other members to sponsor many guests. Sponsor here doesn't mean that you have to pay $60 membership fee for that guest. You just need to bring that guest to your club meeting and try to convert that guest into a member along with the support of other members. And when the VPM is submitting a membership application, please ensure that your name is being mentioned as a sponsor. And now the golden quarter is where you have the Smedley campaign running in. I'm sure our CGD is charged up and is going to create a wave of buzz of energy where she's going to push all the clubs to aim for a Smedley award. Why it is called golden quarter is because of the Smedley award starting, because this start or this momentum that you create in your clubs will help you in the upcoming months and end on a year on a high note, either as president or Smedley Distinguished Club. So Smedley Award is adding 5 members. You have 60 days. It can be either new member or dual member or reinstated member. The next thing is called as the early renewal. I still remember my last year of a CGD term where many of my vice president membership were complaining that, sir, following up people for renewal is very, very, very difficult. How to do or how to go about. Some of the clubs adopted a strategy where if any member renews very early, they give discount on the club fees. Again, I repeat, if it is, say for an example, it is around 360 Qatari Riyal is the membership fee. I don't know what is the membership fee in Qatar. It differs from club to club. I'm just converting from my Oman currency to Qatari currency. Say for an example, it's 420 Qatari Riyals, in which 360 Qatari Riyal goes to TMI and the balance 60 Riyal goes to the club. Some clubs has adopted a strategy that if you renew well in advance, you get 5% discount on that. If you renew for 1 year in total, you get some additional discount. If you refer a guest, you get a discount of 1 Qatari Riyal. If that guest becomes a member, they get some discount and some recognition, some goodies or something. So these schemes are something which you can create. Districts would create the Smedley and early renewal recognitions definitely, but referral schemes and all those schemes which each club, depending upon the budget, you can create and you can push. But please remember, once you keep the date very fixed, please don't postpone that date. Then other members who accomplished it will come and complain. So try to fix the date. When you're fixing the date, please ensure that you fix a date where you are doing after the salary is being created to the members. Say for an example, last year we had a early renewal campaign being done in a district where if a club renews for a minimum of 20 members, in case their membership base is more than 20, in case a club which is having base of only 8 or 10, they need to complete the entire 8 or 10 renewal before September 5th. Because with WPS into the system, everybody gets salary before 5th or 7th. So that way we fix that date. And I would happy to say that that campaign ran very well. And some of the clubs collected installment basis of amount also and ensured that the renewals are being completed. The biggest plus for the presidents and the VPM is completing the renewals at the earliest than keeping at last. In case of corporate clubs, you may have a challenge of wire transfer, you may challenge have the payment system and all those things. So I request all those VPMs and the presidents to reach out to your HR and finance team to understand those processes. Area directors and division directors here try to reach out to the corporate clubs well in advance, understand the challenges because there are a lot of documentation that the finance team would be requiring it, and try to ensure that those documents are being supported and being given to those club officers. Now comes expanding the boundaries. This is for the area directors, division directors, and even members of D116. I would say why first for the members of D116. If you see in the Distinguished Toastmasters journey, you have the speaking and you have the leadership. In speeches, you need to complete two pathways and you need to complete your DTM project too. And in leadership, you should have served as a club officer. You should have been either a club mentor or club coach, a district officer, and also a club sponsor. Many of the members have completed level 5, but they don't know that how to complete the club sponsor and the club mentor credits. So this is where this urge or this push can help them to identify, source new clubs. Next question comes, how to find new clubs. It's very simple. Many of our members will be the leads. Many of our members will be working in some of the corporates, some of the companies where they may have lead, but they are not ready to share that, or they don't know that they can share it to the district. So please approach those members to give leads. This is mainly for the area directors and division directors. Try to find a place where there is no existence of Toastmasters Club at all. It may be a new geographical area totally. It may be a new community. It may be a new residential place. See whether a prospect of finding a lead there and trying a club. For community clubs, it takes months to charter a club, but definitely that becomes a long sustainable club. The next thing is industry-wise analysis. Do an analysis of the industry that is available. Again, I repeat, this is for the area directors and division directors here. You may have oil and sector, you may have banks, you may have telecom, you can have manufacturing concerns, or you may have an IT background, or you may have a consulting companies. Try to do an analysis and see which companies has a good prospect, where the employee strength is more, and we can charter clubs. The third sector would be the educational institutions. It may be schools for the teachers. In District 105, I have around 8 clubs in the Indian school and 2 clubs in Sri Lankan school. And we are trying to charter a club in an Omani school or Arabic speaking school too. And for example, in geographical areas, we created a club in the paradise of Arabia, which is called as Salala. And that is going to give us another club this year. So we don't know that the seeds that you sowed this year, it may give you fruits this year, or it may give fruits next year, but you create that legacy. The government clubs. Try to see how you can partner with government and charter government clubs. So these are the areas of expanding boundaries, mainly for the area directors and division directors. For the members of D116, you can have the club sponsor, the club mentor credits for your own members. Now comes the question, whether a new member or a retained member. Member retention is much quiet when compared to member acquisition, because the statistics says that the likelihood of bringing back a member is around 70%, and trying to convert a guest to a member, it's only 20%. This is an overall statistics. The statistics in D116 may be different, but this is in world level. Retention is a key to ensure a sustainable club growth. So why retention in Toastmasters? If you see the member cycle, what happens is there is an attraction. After attraction, there is an acquiring. After acquiring, you do the onboarding. Once there's an onboarding of member, they have that experience, they have the flavor of Toastmasters. The renewal happens, and then the retention happens, and that's attrition also happens. Some of the members leave the clubs. Some of the members are not no more in Toastmasters. Some of the members joins in some other club and leave their own club. Why? The alarming signs. Why members leave? Loss of interest and engagement. Multiple roles is being taken by one member. I was just discussing with my VP and he has given me schedule for next 3 months. We meet on a weekly and he has given role for nearly 12 weeks together, and I don't even have a break. So thereby it is too much of roles for me as a member, and I've been given the same role as an evaluator and general evaluator. So thereby the member will be overboarded. Multiple officer roles handled by one officer. This also happens. Then there is a struggle in the role assignments, where there is less number of members, the VP have a challenge to assign roles, and the number of guests is more than the number of members. So these are the alarming signs for any club to take the next step, which is important to retain those members. So how to keep member experience at the forefront? The first thing is know their why. Understand why they joined Toastmasters. What is their goals in the Toastmasters? This can be captured in the wonderful tool given by Toastmasters International called as the Member Interest Survey. Who should fill it? All members in the club should fill it. It can be short-term goal and long-term goals, which will constantly evolve, which helps the club executive committee to decide what they need to do. It is not just only restricted to the new members, even the senior or the veteran Toastmasters who feel that they are not engaged, who feel that they are not being connected to the club, let the VP send, hey, Toastmaster, I would like to have a survey being taken and I would want to know that how we can contribute in your journey this year. And it's high time that you start in the month of July, which will transpire in the renewals, not only in September, even in the March, because carrying member needs ensure the renewals are happening automatically. What to do? It has to be reviewed by the district executive committee members and create a plan for each member. And this creates a map or a plan or a compass, what type of roles that needs to be given to those members. And the VP can charter a schedule fully for each members in the club. This has to be monitored. It has to be reassessed with each member whenever it is being needed. Because as I said that some members' short-term goals may change from period to period. The next thing is member interest survey in corporate clubs. Sometimes what happens is in corporate clubs, we need to involve the HR. HR plays a fundamental role along with the learning and development team. Try to get a survey, see that how did Toastmasters help in their corporate team for the last year, and try to get them what they want to do in the next year. This gives a clear indication because corporate club is the one of the most riskier club. You may feel that everything is happening very well, but suddenly in the month of March or September, they say that they are not interested to renew. So I request the area and the division to push the corporate clubs to do their member interest survey. And it can be done twice in a year also, but depending upon their HR and the learning development team. Why retention fails in a club is the well-established mentoring program. Some of the clubs don't have a mentor at all. Any member, it can be experienced member also needs to have a mentor. It's not that only a member who's just in 6 months have to have a mentor. Even today, 10 years in Toastmasters, I still have a word with my mentor on some of the key points which I discuss, or whenever I have a doubt, or we try to ensure that we create a dialogue at least once in a month now, after being even 10 years in Toastmasters, because a mentoring program brings a reassurance strategy. It ensures that the members are felt and connected and into the club environment. This ensures the veteran members are also not being left. You can call those members to be the mentors so that they feel included and you bring the inclusivity. And one of the key aspects which I have seen in some of the clubs in our district is that a new member has been onboarded, but the immediate assignment of the mentors are not happening. And follow-up mechanism is something which is very important. And this is the role of the vice president education of a club. The next question is, how much training we give to the mentors? In my club, we don't give training to the mentors, but there's one club in India where they have quarterly training sessions for the mentors. This can be done by the area resource person or a senior member of the club, reviews the mentor-mentee progress and gives training wherever it is being required. In the Successful Club series, there is a module called Mentor Program Module, and I urge all the clubs to do this and try to create more mentors. Sometimes rotate the mentors also. It is not that the same member should have the same mentor for 5 years or 6 years, or you should have tried to change that mentors provided both the mentors and mentee agrees to that. You just don't change randomly by yourself. Get a call of consensus from both the mentor and the mentee. And please push your members to complete the Pathways Mentor program, where you need to take a protege for a short duration and also for the long duration. This helps the club to establish a well-established mentoring program. So what are the common mentoring programs and myths? Whether only experienced members can mentor? No. Even a new member who have a recent experience and can handle any mentees can take up that role as mentor. Whether only new members need a mentor? No. As I said that even after 10 years in Toastmasters, still I look up to my mentor for the advice. I still discuss some of the projects which I don't have clarity. It takes a lot of time. That is where early agreement between the mentor and mentee is very important. Fix a schedule that we meet on this time at this intervals so that we don't disturb each other. It's a long-term relationship. Yes, it's a long-term relationship, but you can also fix that. Let's work together for 6 months and 1 year and see how it goes. If it does not goes well, we'll try to break up and I'll try to fix up with another mentor. So these are the common myths. Try to have a open house session or a town hall session in your club and try to break that myths, because a strong mentoring program will always boost up the retention. There is something called as a member interest survey, where you can ask the mentees to fill in, get the feedback, which helps you to rotate the mentors on a regular basis. And also recognize the members' achievements of mentoring either by a certificate or a mentor ribbon on a quarterly basis. In our club, we have a program where the best mentor-mentee relationship award is being given, and that is being monitored on a quarterly basis. In corporate clubs, the same thing. So I'm not going to repeat on this due to the paucity of time. Next comes the well-established onboarding program. Nothing beats a new member orientation program. Many of the clubs don't have these new member orientation program. So when any member is being inducted, please ensure that the new members orientation program is being conducted within a month. Please ensure that the new members are familiarized with the tools, the resources, the support that the club can give. Because the statistics says that many new members don't renew the immediate next renewal cycle. So please ensure that you have a well-planned, coordinated orientation session. Involve all members and ensure that there is a cycle of a member who does this onboarding program. It can be in person or in online or hybrid. Please do not wait for the district or area or division to do the orientation session. Each club should have their unique onboarding program being done. And please get feedback for any training sessions which is being done, including the onboarding program, through a survey to ensure that you can improve upon. Well-established onboarding program ensures that you retain your new members a lot. Next thing is the high quality meeting engagement. We have seen that many of the members say that I don't feel coming to a meeting because I don't get that quality sessions at all. Sometimes break the routine. Sometimes create themed meetings. Bring a diversity. Try to have joint meetings with other clubs. Or try to create something like a spooky funky fun night. Or create something like Qatar National Day. Or something like Christmas party. Or something a different themes, or Pirates in the Caribbean, or something like that, which would ensure that that energy or diversity comes in the club meeting. Invite some guest speakers, not just only they should be a Toastmaster. You can bring a non-Toastmasters also as guest speakers into the meeting. Have regular educational sessions in the club meeting. Like how our TLI chair, Sweta Raguraman, is having a lot of TLI sessions. Try to have some short educational session in almost every month. I'll not say every meeting, at least in a month. And have a short fun segment. We have this art master. You can bring a roast master, toast master. Try to bring that variety in the club meeting. That way the quality increases. Instead of the regular table topic, I still remember one of my table topic master brought me a earpod and told me to sell this earpod to a member who is deaf. There was one member who asked me to sell a mobile phone, a smartphone, to a person who does not like smartphone, who still like only landline. So try to avoid the redundant table topic and create that fun environment in the club meeting. Avoid roles repetition. As the VP plans out, please ensure that the same member does not do the same role. Start with icebreaker. Try to create a marathon of icebreaker speeches and try to create that buzz and try to bring your senior members that today we have a club meeting where around 5 to 6 icebreakers are going to happen. That brings that energy into the club meeting. Try to create mentoring sessions for the role players that we do. We always mentor speeches, but we don't mentor the role players, right? So try to create a mentoring session. The VPE can appoint somebody called as the role mentor chair. His role is only to mentor those role players. Share the resources. Try to create a Google Drive and share all the resources to the new members and the existing members, which will ensure that we create an high quality meeting engagement. Suppose you find that in 20 members, there are 2 members who are missing regularly. Please take up the phone and call them. Try to create that personal rapport that why they are missing the meetings. Sometimes one phone call will ensure that the member comes to the meeting. They may feel that the club president or the VP has not called me. Why should I go and attend the meeting? So do not WhatsApp them, but please call them. Sometimes they may have a problem which we may not know. So try to speak over the phone. The best way to avoid any conflicts or avoid any problems is pick up the phone and speak to them. For any celebration, involve those senior members, because senior members may feel that they have something called as the attention recognition syndrome. So try to bring them and give the chair's role or the committee heads responsibility to them to ensure that a fun-filled, high-quality meeting happens. Many members would have relocated due to pandemic or due to have lost jobs. So such clubs can try to create hybrid environment. This is where the area directors can those clubs meet in that. But if some clubs can pool in and try to create an hybrid meeting option, that helps you to expand your membership base outside Qatar too. Have batches prepared for the clubs. We have a vendor now in India, Muscorado, where you can order batches for each of the club members. Or it can be even through just a paper, you can give it to all the members or to the guests. They may feel very important. They may feel that they are being greeted well. They feel that they are being recognized very well. So these small things will bring professionalism and feel that they are included and the practices that you can do. Then your banners and the ribbons that you achieve, the district recognition that you have been given, please ensure that you display in your club meeting because it brings a sense of belonging and pride. Next, effective evaluation. I still remember I gave a harsh evaluation and that member did not speak to me for nearly 8 months. So evaluation is the art of the Toastmasters educational program. So many clubs lose members education session on evaluate to motivate, or ask your area divisions teams to come and support in doing the evaluation, which would uplift the quality of the meetings. Sometimes break the routine and try to have 5 evaluators evaluating the same speeches. So try to see how good evaluators that you can do, and definitely the district team are there to support on this regard. Connection outside the club environment. It is not just only the speeches, you need to create some extracurricular engagement. Try to have an outside meeting, try to have a meeting in the park, or try to go on an excursion, or try to go or outing, or try to have a evening dinner together. That will boost the interaction between members. Try to do some social interaction projects like your HPL or YLP, or try to create some social community projects where each members would get involved. Because outdoor meetings will ensure that member does not feel the same routine. They may break that chatter and they may try to feel that, wow, this is something the club is trying to create. Why not I explore it? You may see many members who did not come for regular meetings would come. You need not have the same set of prepared speeches. Try to have that fun, try to have that game, or try to have something, an activity in the meeting so that it feels that members are relaxed and and you make them that we are missing you all. You need to come up to the meetings thing. You bring that sense of family, because when you bring that sense of family, the members don't leave their club. Members stay attracted. Members stay firm to their clubs. Invite the past members. Invite all your past presidents. You may have past presidents meetings. You may have call all the charter members if they are there in still in Qatar, or you can call all the members who have not renewed earlier to be part of this outdoor meeting, or it can be an award evening for those who contributed to the success of the club's success of last year. It's only district does. Even the clubs also can do an awards evening and try to create a set of recognition awards to them. You can create a competition also, like debate contest or roast contest or toast contest, or how to sell the best product in the market. Something like that, a fun extracurricular engagement will help the members to break the routine and be part of the club meetings. Celebrate the achievement. It can be very big or it can be small. There are multiple resources available in Toastmasters International where you can give a digital certificate, e-certificate, which is not going to cost much to the club at all. When you are recognizing, please mark copy to all the members if you are sending by email, and try to put it in the social media so the member feel that they are being praised and they are being noted very well in the community. Be creative. It can be a video. It is not just you need to go to the routine pattern of the celebrating the achievements. You can create something totally different, like asking some other member to toast that member and try to put it in a video and celebrate the achievement. It's not just only the achievement inside Toastmasters, even achievement outside Toastmasters can also be celebrated by the members. Certificates, as I said, clear flyers and posts, this most of the clubs are doing. But one thing which I would encourage is club giving these ribbons. The best table topic, icebreaker, these ribbons can uplift the member, and you can ask those members to go and put it in a social media, a small post that today I won the best speaker, today I won the best table topic speaker. What are you looking for? Come join our club meeting. So something like this would boost your membership too. Trophies and plates, if your club budget permits to you, and the ribbons to the guest, which I've already explained to you. If no budget is possible, send a digital ribbon. These things can be copied from Toastmasters International website and can be sent as a ribbon by email also. Most importantly, it is not me, it is not the club officer's goal, it is not the president goal, it is not the area director goal, it is not the division director goal, it is not Mangai's goal, it is the goal of the members. It is their goals. The club focus needs to be on each members, and the club is encouraged to achieve accolades, awards, but not on the expense of the members. Let we as club officers let go of the status of the ego and try to recognize all our members, because it is all about them and not about us. It is only the mindset and approach that we need to change from me and to we. In summary, membership building is a block building and it's a team effort. Plan for membership campaigns and do it in a consistent manner. I know it takes energy, creativity, teamwork, but please remember, you get only 1 year to serve your role. What legacy that you want to leave at the end on 30th June 2026. Club needs new members to grow. However, for true quality, member needs to be retained. They need to be nurtured, and it is like a wagon wheel. It helps the clubs to develop system. It helps the club to create that high quality environment. It helps the club to identify the top talent. It helps the club to mitigate all the risk and all the problems that it comes. If the clubs do not meet the member expectations and elevate the member experience, the members will not stay. As Walt Disney has said, do what you do so well that they will want to see it again and bring their friends. It's a wonderful quote which still is very valid within our Toastmasters community too. Let's all aspire to ensure the beautiful smile like this painted on all our member faces rather than the frowning faces. Thank you for the opportunity, and now the floor is open for the questions.
Yes, we
And
can
at
take
this
5
juncture, I
minutes.
would like, Yes, at this
Yeah.
juncture, I would like to thank two of my education presenters in my district, which I worked last year, who brought in this presentation. I combined the two presentations because we worked, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. So I request all the clubs also, if there's some resources which is being created, don't reinvent the wheel, rather than follow that and try to improvise it. And I'm sure that our past and the current PQD, Sherwin has already created a legacy, and the leaders like you all are going to carry that legacy forward. So the floor is open for any questions. I am happy to take it. I normally say that if there are no questions, I will ask the questions.
It means everyone was listening to you.
Maybe you can take it that way also, or either people didn't understand whatever I said. That is also possible. But one thing, I know that questions, you may not have the questions now, but one thing I can assure all the club officers, the district team is always there to support you. And the presentation has already been shared to your CGD. And I request the CGD to share to everyone. But please remember that you have an opportunity for 1 year to serve. What you want to do in that 1 year lies in your hands. And this golden quarter will decide your fate on 30th June 2026. If, if there are no questions, I hand it over back to our dedicated, passionate, and committed TLI chair, distinguished Toastmaster, Sweta Rugraman.
Sir, I
Thanks.
have one question.
Okay, please
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead. Yes.
Yes,
Can
Division
I
B
ask?
Director. Please
Yes.
proceed. Please proceed.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, actually, in your session, you said that we have to give mentoring job to our new members also. But as per TI, they are opening that mentoring program only after we complete level 2. So I felt that there is some gap in between that. Can a level 1 person mentor some other person, or we have to wait till the person has to complete their level 2 so that they will have the proper knowledge about how to mentor a person? What is your thought about that? Because during your presentation you said like that we can encourage new members to be a mentors. So can you please
Thank
throw
you.
light on that, sir?
Thank you, Division B Director, distinguished Toastmaster Ajay Arogier, for the question. It again depends on the member. Say, for an example, each member joined Toastmasters for different reasons. Some member joins only for public speaking. Some member joins for leadership. Say, for an example, if you identify that member is very good in public speaking, it is not that you need to complete the level 2 and then allot a mentee to them. So it is the responsibility or the call that the Vice President Education needs to take, whether that member is capable enough to mentor some other mentee. This is scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, you have a new club. There are only 4 senior members, and those 4 senior members are not going to renew in the month of September. Then what will that club do? Then in that case, all these new members only have to mentor the new guests coming in. So again, it is the call that needs to be taken whether that member is capable enough to do that or not. But Pathways Mentoring Program, yes, it opens up after level 2, but nowhere in Toastmasters International it says that only when you complete Pathways Mentoring Program, you can become mentor. Olden days, what happens is that if a member completes 4 projects, CC4, then you give them the evaluator role. But in today's scenario, even if they have completed 2, 3 speeches, we ask them to do the evaluator role. That is the call which needs to be taken on a case-to-case basis. So it is not a fixed reply that I would give, but needs to be taken on a case-to-case basis. Hope I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, District Director.
Just to add
Okay.
on to whatever you have shared, even in the level 2, we have one project called um, mentoring. For that, the person should have done some mentoring to complete the level 2 itself. So in that way, person with reasonable knowledge about Toastmasters and timing, they can do the mentoring. Just you know.
I have a
Thank you, District
question.
Director.
I have a question.
Yes, CGD.
I have a club, and someone he's just sent me a guest to my club, and they become member. But he requests me to be like taking the point of a sponsor. Actually, I told her that the sponsor it's only for the member, that we give them the record of sponsor when we add a new member. How we can help other people, they are out of the club, they are not member, to take the sponsor credits. Not a sponsor club, a sponsor member.
Okay. Whenever any new member joins in any club, the new member has to say he was referred by whom, he or she.
Mhm.
Even in the membership application form, you have a column which says sponsor name. So where they have to fill that which member actually introduced him into Toastmasters. Once that is being done, even though if they are not in their own club, if you send the membership application form to Toastmasters International, the sponsor credit will be given to that member whom introduced it. Or they need to give the membership ID of that member whom referred to the club where he is joining, so that they will input that membership number, thereby they get the credit. And in case a new member has joined, but by mistake the VP membership has forgotten to add the sponsor name, then the VP membership or the club officer can send the membership application form to Toastmasters International and say, by oversight, we missed it. So please give the credit to that member who, as a sponsor, attach the membership application form. That way also, for those members who missed that credit, it would be it would be given by Toastmasters International.
Okay. So if there are no other questions, then I shall proceed with the next part of the program. And before I could proceed with the next part of the program, there's going to be a slight change where our program quality director, DTM Sherwin, has managed to join the Zoom meeting despite his busy schedule. And because he's held up somewhere, he would like to proceed with the vote of thanks. So I would request everyone to please listen to him and acknowledge his presence. Over to you, PQD Sherwin.
Oh my God. Okay, thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sweta, our district TLI chair, and of course to our really very enthusiastic presenters this afternoon, distinguished Toastmaster Manjusa and distinguished Toastmaster, my fellow PQD Ramanujam. Of course, the topic that is presented is very essential for the growth and success of the district. Just imagine now the success plan for every club is already a mandatory requirement for a club to be distinguished. So distinguished Toastmaster Manjusa, you really done a wonderful job for today to bring guidance to these club officers, for our club officers in the district, on how to chart this club success plan. And more so to you, sir, fellow PQD, distinguished Toastmaster Ramanujan. Yeah, this golden quarter is really very important as well in district success when it comes to club growth and membership building. So it is in the first half, first quarter of the term, wherein the planning, the execution should be unison for all, from the club level, area, district, area division, and district as well. So it will be a helpful, those helpful tips is really will bring us to the limits. And in the previous term, we have done we had setbacks, and eventually we come up with a good result. And similarly to you in District 105, I congratulate to you as well. And also to the participants, I believe when I joined, we have more than 50 participants. Thank you for your time, despite of this situation now. The weekend in Qatar, people will be going to the recreational activities, and some will be with their families. But you manage to take time in attending this session, a very important session for the growth of the club and as well for the district as a whole. So once again, thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Manjusa. Thanks to you as well, Distinguished Toastmaster Ramanujam, for taking this effort and helping us, our team, our district, to achieve, our goals. So thank you, everyone, and over to you, Distinguished Toastmaster Sweta.
Thank you so much, PQD DTM Sherwin, for joining us online, even though you were having a very tight schedule, and also making it to our training sessions as well. And I forgot to do one of the most essential thing, that is to commend and to applaud DTM Ramanujam for joining us all the way from District 105 and for presenting us on this very holistic and a very comprehensive presentation on how to make most of the golden quarter of the Toastmaster year. You have shared us really great insights and really great value adds and ideas, which I think most of us will be able to incorporate to our clubs as well. Really, your resources are really helpful to all of us, and definitely if anyone is interested, the TLI team will be sharing all the resources along with the session recordings in the coming few days. And coming to the point of the session recordings, I do know that is the elephant in the room, and this has been an ongoing question for me for the last few weeks. Just please take a note that the PR team and myself, we are working extremely hard to provide you with a great quality content, which also includes our session recordings. So it will be shared very, very, very soon. Not the long time soon, but I mean a very, very, very soon on your social media platforms. And please do stay tuned for our announcement in our district WhatsApp groups as well. And the recordings will all be uploaded on the YouTube channel. Along with that, I will be sharing the TLI resources as well, which includes the trainer back presentations, which will be shared only upon the consent of the trainers as well. So now we shall proceed with the most important and the most special segment. I would say it's definitely my favorite segment of any TLI session, and I would request Toastmaster Shalini, our district IT manager, to please share the screen. Yes, we are going to felicitate our trainers, starting with our first trainer, Toastmaster Manjusha Kale, for presenting us with that very comprehensive presentation on how to make most of the CSP and chart the course of our game plan. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Manjusha. And of course, very important, DTM Ramanujam, who's joining us from from our neighboring district and presenting us with a very holistic presentation on the golden quarter. Now I know why it is golden, because it is indeed more valuable than gold. I would definitely say if we renamed it to platinum quarter or something, it would have been much better, but it's okay. Gold it is. So this is our token of appreciation to you. I hope you'd acknowledge it, and
Thank
let's give him
you.
a huge round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And last but not the least, the very important one, this lady tirelessly was sitting on a Zoom meeting, timing our session to the perfection. Our Toastmaster Aswini Badmanaman. Toastmaster Aswini, if you are with us here on screen, I would really like for you to turn on your cameras and appreciate and accept our certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much, Ashwini, for being our volunteer for the District TLI series. Yes. So with this, we have come to the end of our TLI session, and here are some major announcements that I would like to leave you all with. Our awards, our district award presentation, which was originally scheduled on the 18th of July, has been moved to the 20th of July, which is in 2 days. It is going to happen on Sunday here in the Zoom platform, of course, with a different Zoom meeting link. So I would encourage all of the club officers and the club members to please join us online and listen to those most important awards. If you want to make most of this golden quarter with all the shiny trophies, then definitely join the award session on the 20th of July. Followed by that, on the 25th of July, we have the first PR boot camp, and I am very curious to know what it is about. So I will leave it up to our district PRM, who's on our screen, DTM Leo, to please proceed and tell us what this boot camp is about.
Thank you, Shweta. Good evening or good afternoon, everyone. So, as have been shared already, we have our events coming up soon. So, in our Facebook page, we have our events there. So, please click going and register as well. So, first is our district presentation, the awards presentation on Sunday, and of course, our upcoming bootcamp for public relations, everything that you need to know from branding to how to prepare your videos, your flyers, your newsletters, and everything that comes in between. You will know more about that this coming Friday. That's next week already. PR Bootcamp, July 25. And since everyone is also waiting for our videos, training videos, I would like to present to you our district YouTube channel. We now have our Pathways Deep Dive video and our Dimension of DCP video. The full training videos are now available for you to check on. And of course, we'll have more details on the next trainings that's coming up. So please click subscribe to our channel if you can do it in a bit. So our YouTube channel is up and running. We also will publish all of this in our district website coming up soon, as well as our Instagram and our Facebook pages. So please be excited for what's coming up next from the PR team and from the whole district, the CG, the PQ, and the district leaders who will be presenting with you with more things that you should know for us to be more engaged and be happy as we learn through this district leadership. That's all. And if there's nothing else, we'll proceed with the photo session. If you could request everyone to turn on your cameras to be joined in the session. Okay. All right. We'll have 5 seconds for everyone to turn on the videos. Okay. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Back to you, Shweta.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on your precious Friday afternoon, which is now your Friday evening. So now you all are more than welcome to stay or to leave the Zoom meeting for some extra socializing time, and then we shall meet you all not possibly on next Friday online because our next online session for the TLI series will be happening around the mid of August. Till then, some of our trainings, we are organizing certain trainings in person. So whoever is interested and whoever is out of Qatar, please book your flight tickets and attend our training sessions in person as well. I'm not paying your money, so please be there. And we'd really be happy to have you all present for our in-person training sessions as well. District is planning for more and more amazing events, so please stay tuned for announcements. And this is me, TLI Chair Shweta Rograman, signing off from the District TLI series second training session, and I mark that as closed now. Thank you so much.